All right, guys, welcome to Haiti360. My name is Bradley Augustin, and this is going to be our very first video on Haiti360. And one of the things I'd like to talk about today is all the controversies going on in Cap-Haitian. Now, let me start by saying that I've never visited Cap-Haitian. Of course, I'm Haitian, born and raised in Haiti. I lived in Haiti for 20 years of my life before I left, but I never had the chance of visiting Cap-Haitian. However, there have been a few controversies here about Cap-Haitian over the past few weeks that I would like to address today in our first video. And I was reading the Haitian Times, and all the controversies are coming down from the installation of a new mayor, and her name is Angie Bell. Now, I do not know a lot about her. I recently came across that article from Haitian Times talking about the installation of the new mayor and what's going on, what people are saying about her, and what should be done and things like that. Let me go ahead here and read the overview from the Haitian Times about the new mayor, Angie Bell. This is what the Haitian Times is saying. Cap-Haitian garbage crisis led to the dismissal of Mayor Yves Pierre. Apparently, that's the previous mayor before Angie Bell took over. So Angie Bell, a young entrepreneur, marketer, and cultural specialist from the Haitian community in South Florida, is deeply involved in the northern city's affairs and now heads a new mayoral team. Residents welcome the change, but many doubt her appointment will fix corruption issues and produce real results. Some say Bell is the founder and executive director of PouBèlAyiti, an organization under contract with the city, raising conflict of interest concerns. Now, this is something that we will address later in the video, but again, I can understand here where this is coming from. Apparently, she is the executive director of PouBèlAyiti, an organization that has contracts with the city, and now she is becoming the new mayor of the city. And I can see where the conflict of interest concern is coming from. Again, we'll address that later in the video. Now, I do not know a lot about her professional background, but according to Haitian Times, let's go ahead and see what they were saying here. As a career highlight, Bell had worked as a co-chair of the Fundraising and Public Relations Committee at the Haitian American Professionals Coalition, HAPC, and as a marketing director of the Haitian American Historical Society, HAHS. Bell co-owns Artisan International, a marketing firm that promotes Haitian and Caribbean culture through event production and project management. She co-hosts the IT Paul show on the Miami-based Island TV, where she continues to showcase pride in her heritage. She currently serves as Vice Rector and Dean of Business at Université des Atlantes in Cap-Haitian, a position she has held since 2022. Now, I was reading the article, and the words that I keep reading over and over are corruption, poor coordination, poor management. Now, if you are familiar with Haiti, with the public structure of Haiti, you know that corruption, poor coordination, poor management is always present, right? And I'm not surprised that the article is pointing those things. Now, let's go ahead and read some of the controversy over Angie Bell's appointment. Bell's appointment has drawn mixed reactions. This is according to Haitian Times. As head of PouBèlAyiti, she has long promoted waste management campaigns, but critics say her organization contract with the government create a conflict of interest, which we already mentioned previously, and we will talk about that later. Let's see here. It's an aberration that Miss Bell has a contract with the state to collect garbage and that she is again appointed mayor, said Jacques Selicourt, a Cap-Haitian school teacher, and he's saying it's corruption. Okay, there's a lot more here that I'm not going to read. Let's see here. What are the people saying about all that? Let's see here. Reading the article, what I can understand is that there have never been plans for waste management in the city. And again, this is something that is national. It's not just Cap-Haitian, right? There's no plan for waste management. If you go to Port-au-Prince, it's the same thing. You go to Cap-Haitian, it's the same thing. You go to any major city in Haiti, it's the same problem. It's because nationally there's not a plan for that. And again, each city locally, I don't think they have a plan either, at least not to my knowledge. And that's probably the same situation with Cap-Haitian. However, this is what I'm thinking. There was a previous administration, according to a lot of people, that did not do a great job. Now, a new mayor has been appointed, right? Angie Bell. I don't know a lot about her. But what I'm thinking is, let's say this is true, that she has a contract with the city, and her organization is PouBèlAyiti. She's the executive director, according to Haitian Times. Let's say this is absolutely true, and she also now is the mayor. That is conflict of interest, right? I don't know if there is a governing body in Haiti that regulates how things like that are supposed to happen when somebody is going to hold a public office and they are leading an organization or they have a business that has contract with the city. I don't know how they regulate things like that. But what I do know is this is for sure conflict of interest. But let's say now we would like to move forward with what's happening, right? Let's say, okay, let's recognize that now Angie Bell, she's the new mayor. And let's say we would like to work with her, right? What I would like to see is a culture of transparency, right? As the new mayor, she will lead the city, and let's assume that she has an organization that has contract with the city. We would like for her to be transparent and tell us, okay, yes, this is true. I am leading an organization that has contract with the city, and we would like to know, first of all, how many contracts do you have with the city, right? And how many years have you had those contracts for, right? What ties do you have with the previous administration that was leading the city, right? And how much money are those contracts for? Right. And what are the scopes of that contract? What are you supposed to do? What are those contracts for? And let's evaluate also the results of your organization over the past few years. What have you done? And now, since you're the new mayor, let's go ahead and evaluate what are you going to do, right? With not only leading the city, but also since you want to also lead your own organization, which I don't know if that is accurate information, by the way. I'm just going by what the Haitian Times is saying here, because I have not read any article or watch any interview where Angie is actually confirming or denying some of those things here. But I'm just going here by what Haitian Times is reporting. What I would like to say again is the culture of transparency. Let's have Angie Bell tell us how many contracts her organization has with the city, how much money those contracts are for, and again, what is she planning to do? Is she going to keep those contracts while she's also leading the city, or is she going to appoint somebody else to lead her organization and still maintaining those contracts? Is she going to revoke those contracts? So we need to know those things. And I know, again, in Haiti, we don't have a huge culture of transparency. Whenever somebody is being appointed, a mayor, president, or whatever, we don't really know what they own, what businesses they have personally. And we've seen countless cases of that from every level of government, which is not a good thing, right? So we would like to, of course, know everything about those contracts. Let us know the in and out of those contracts, how much money is being made from those contracts, how much money the city is paying, and what is your plan, Miss Angie, to lead the city and also lead your organization, if that's what you desire. Now, I don't know, again, what the government structure say about mayor having a personal business that has contract with the city, blah, blah, blah. This is something that we can review at a later time. But also what I would like to see is a culture of accountability. So yes, we need to know what's happening. We need to know everything about those contracts. And why am I so interested about Cap-Haitian? It's because there has been a lot of pressure, if I can say it that way, on Cap-Haitian lately. We want Cap-Haitian to be great. We want that city to represent what Haiti stands for. And apparently, this is the only functional city in Haiti right now. I'm not saying that no other cities are functioning, but what I'm saying is this is a city where a lot of things are happening, and we know what the cultural significance of Cap-Haitian is. Now, a lot of influencers are traveling down there to let us know what's happening. There's a lot of influencers, a lot of Instagram pages always letting us know what's happening in the city. A lot of people traveling there to let us know, hey, this is what's happening. So what I'm hearing is there is that need to make that city fully functional, which means people want to live there and people want to probably travel there and establish themselves. I've read countless comments on social media of people asking, how do I go to Cap-Haitian? I'm referring to either Haitian Americans born in the U.S. or Haitians that came to this country very, very young and they've never been back to Haiti or they've never had a chance to really connect to the country. Maybe they've been back, but they don't really understand what's happening. They would like to see the prosperity of Cap-Haitian. They would like to see things moving forward. They would like to see some positive traction there. But again, we need to start by having a culture of transparency. A new mayor has been installed. There is a lot of controversy that, she is the leader of an organization that has contract with the city, and people are saying this is corruption, this is conflict of interest. Okay. Now, let's talk about it. Let's be fully transparent. Let have the mayor come forward and tell us, okay, yes or no, this is what's going on. This is what the truth is. Or if she does own a business that has contract with the city, let us explain to us what is the nature of the business. Because apparently the previous administration under Yves Pierre was not fully functional and they did not deliver. And the city is experiencing a lot of issues with waste management, and that is apparently one of the reasons why they let her go. I don't know if it's because she reached her, I don't know, the amount of years that she was supposed to be there for. I don't have those details, but I know that people are saying that she did not do a good job. Now, we'll decide to appoint a new mayor. I don't know what the background of that is, how she was appointed, what happened. I've not having the time to really dig into those. But what really interests me here is I would like to know about those contracts. And that's where transparency starts. Because if she has contracts with the city to help with waste management and allegedly those the problem is still there, we would like to know what happened there, right? With those contracts, how much money the city was paying for them and why her organization or the city was not able to deliver. That's accountability. That's transparency. And we would like to know if we want Cap-Haitian to be that great city that we want it to be. We want people to go visit. We want to have a functioning economic model in Cap-Haitian. We need to start there. We need to start by recognizing we need to know what's happening. I don't know the economic model of the city. I don't know what the city operates on. I don't even know how the city make money, right? And it's not just Cap-Haitian. It's a lot of cities in Haiti that I don't know anything about because we don't have that culture of transparency of letting people know what's happening. What budget does the city operate on? What services the city is offering in order to make money, and how much money the city is making every fiscal year, and what plan do we have to invest those money, right? And I'm no expert, but I know a lot of people living outside of Haiti. Some of you guys are economists, psychologists, doctors, accountant, professional, management professional people. If you guys really care about the development of Haiti, I believe it's time for you guys to be involved. I would like to know who are part of the team leading the city with Angie Bell. What is the structure of her organization? right? How many people is part of the team? What is her responsibility? What is the responsibility of each of those individuals? Do we have a finance office? Do we have a budget directors? Do we have a waste management department? Who is in charge of it? What is their responsibility? Who are they? What credentials do they have to be able to do what they're appointed to do? So let's make things a little bit more functional, because if the structure is non-existent, we can't just wing things. We can't just decide to improvise development. We can't just decide to do things without sitting down and planning them and know what the result is going to be, at least what we expect to have as a return from what's happening. Again, we would like to reinforce tourism in Cap-Haitian. How do we do that? With all this garbage everywhere in the city, right? It's not going to happen. We need to know what is the plan for that problem. How do we solve that problem? And again, if this problem is solved, I do believe that is going to help with encouraging people visiting the city. And again, we need to talk about infrastructure like roads, electricity, and all those kind of things that are really deep issues in Cap-Haitian. Again, we do know the cultural significance of that city, and I know you guys are so proud of Cap-Haitian, and apparently this is the only functional city in Haiti. Everybody's talking about it. A lot of, influencers, people putting out what's happening there. Let's take a look, and this is what the city has to offer. But we are not where we need to be, and we need to recognize that. And I would encourage you guys to travel to any touristic city in our neighbor country, Dominican Republic, and see what they are doing. I don't want to compare Haiti to anything happening in the Dominican Republic, but again, it's a reality. We want Cap-Haitian to be a touristic destination. But how do we do that if we don't have good, solid management? And it starts with the city, which means it starts with the mayor. So we need to start holding people accountable. And that's why we don't have that culture of accountability in Haiti. Now, the previous administration, there's a lot of things that a lot of people are saying that, they did not do a great job. Have we identified why they did not do a great job? Is it because of budget? Is it because of corruption? Is it because of poor management? What happened? We need to evaluate what happened and avoid repeating those same mistakes. And that's where the accountability comes from. And that's where the transparency also comes from. We just appointed a new mayor. And in a matter of maybe 2-3 weeks, I believe, a lot of controversy. She did this, she did that, she has this, and things like that. We need to clean the air and have a culture of transparency. I do believe that Cap-Haitian can be great. We can do what we want to do there. We can establish that magical touristic attraction, make the city very appealing to other people to come visit, whether, Haitians or other people. But we need to start by fixing those little issues. As of now, I don't really know what is the plan for the city. I don't know what the mayor is going to do. The only thing I've been reading in the news, she will tackle waste management issue and things like that. Yes, I do believe that's important. But again, that's not a plan, right? We need to have a plan and know how is this going to happen. Now, like I said, I've never read an article or watched an interview where she fully explained what is she going to do. And not just promises saying, we will do this, we'll do that. No, we need to know what the plan is. Where do we start? Where do we finish, and how do we get there? And what is the mechanism of making that happen? That's what we need to know. And we also need to know who's part of that team, right? Because you can't lead the city just by yourself, right? You need a solid team of people that know what they're doing, people that we can trust, people that have credentials to do what they will do, and we know that they can deliver. And if they don't deliver, we know that we can hold them accountable because we had that conversation prior with them and we understood what the plan was going to be. So if we don't have that, that is a recipe for chaos. And again, I love Cap-Haitian. I've never been there, but I love the city because of its cultural significance. And because of all the people out there talking about Cap-Haitian and putting the spotlight, I do believe that we do have the responsibility of making things right with that particular city, because if we can make it happen with Cap-Haitian, we can make it happen with other cities as well. So that could be the foundation of the change in Haiti, if we want to say it that way. That may sound cliche because we've been talking about change for the longest and nothing has been done. If we start by leading one city right, that could be the model for other cities. Because again, a city is just like a business. The city has to make money. And they have to have a budget. They need to know, okay, this is how much money we make, or this is how much money we lose. If we lose money, where are we going to supplement and have money to do what we say we were going to do? Or if we do make money, where do we invest those to make the city more functional, to build hospitals, schools, roads, have electricity, tourism infrastructure and things like that? We need to know what the plan is. And I do believe we need more transparency. All right, so Angie Bell, if you are watching this, or if anybody part of your team is watching this, I would like to talk to you guys because I would like to understand the organizational structure of the city, and I would like to understand more about the plan. I do not know really how many years you guys are going to be leading the city for, but again, I'd like to understand more of what the plan is and who is part of your team. So if anybody was part of your team is watching this, and if you guys are willing to talk to us, definitely let us know, and I will be probably sending some invites to talk to some people who is part of that team, because I do care about Cap-Haitian, even though I've never been there, but I know what does that city stand for, the cultural significance of the city, and I'd like to understand more of where the city is heading. A lot of people care about the city. When I am scrolling on social media, any video that is related to Cap-Haitian, there's always a lot of comments, people wanting to know more about the city, people asking how they can relocate to the city, people asking about how does the city function, and if they do move there, what does life look like, and things like that. So we would like to know more about the structure, who is leading the city with you, who's part of your team, and what is the responsibility of each person on your team. And also we would like to understand more about PouBèlAyiti, your business that has contracts with the city. How is that going to move forward, and what are your plans to dissociate your personal business with the city when it comes to managing the money itself? And would like to understand more of the nature of these contracts, and also take a look at the big picture, right? Where is the city heading in the next 5 to 10 years, and what would you like to see, and what are the priorities of your team, and what is the first thing that you will start to work on? I know according to the Haitian Times, it's going to be waste management, but we would like to understand the plan and how do you want to do it, and what should we expect, and what is the timeline of the project, and when should we expect to see a difference? Because again, based on my understanding, like I said, I've never been there, but based on my understanding, the waste management issue is a real big issue in Cap-Haitian, and we need to start there. We can't have a city, we can't hope for people to visit a city, and when they get there, all they are going to see everywhere is a whole bunch of trash everywhere they go. I do believe we need to do better. We can do better. I do believe in your ability to lead the city. But again, we would like to have more transparency. I would like to know more about what's happening and what your plans are. All right, guys, this is Haiti360. That was our very first video. We are hoping to have more videos in the upcoming days. Again, Thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll be in touch.